Look, are you that guy? You know exactly who I'm talking about. The tired, burnt-out guy staring into the bathroom mirror every single morning. You're looking at those dark circles on your eyes and that terrible, harsh lighting, and you're just wondering, man, where did all my natural energy, my drive, my vitality actually go? If you feel like your battery is just constantly draining on zero, I promise you, you are absolutely not alone. So welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to break down the actual science and the sneaky daily routines behind this modern epidemic.
Right, so why are you always tired? You know, it's incredibly common to just brush this off. People love to blame it on getting older, or they think, hey, it's just the normal price of being a busy adult, right? But actually, scratch that. It is not just aging. What we're really looking at here is a hidden energy crisis. Our modern environment is literally designed to drain us. It creates this biological suppression fueled by seemingly harmless daily routines. And these routines? They act as environmental pitfalls that are actively destroying your testosterone levels day in and day out.
So, in this explainer, we're covering the hidden energy crisis, sleep and stress saboteurs, dietary habits that destroy, the sedentary lifestyle trap, the physical consequences, and finally, reversing the decline.
Section 1. The hidden energy crisis, staring in the mirror.
Okay, so think back to that cinematic reality of waking up completely exhausted. You drag yourself out of bed, you look in the mirror, and you can visibly see your vitality just plummeting. I mean, it's written all over your face. Now, this isn't just a bad mood. It's a measurable, physical state of hormonal decline that millions of men are experiencing right now without even realizing what's causing it. And honestly, it all comes down to the number 7. There are exactly 7 common, repetitive, daily habits acting as hidden culprits behind this drastic decline in male hormones. We aren't talking about rare genetic conditions here. These are choices and environments we expose ourselves to every single day.
Section 2. Sleep and stress saboteurs, the foundation of fatigue.
Let's dive right into this because everything starts in the mind and how we recover. Habit number 1 is poor sleep. See, restful deep sleep is when your body actually manufactures the vast majority of its daily testosterone. It's absolutely crucial. But for so many of us, the reality is lying awake at 2:30 in the morning, insomnia completely gripping you, while a phone screen just blasts your face with blue light. That artificial light suppresses your melatonin, totally wrecks your sleep architecture, and literally means you are doom-scrolling your way right out of healthy hormone production. No way around it.
Then we have habit number 2, chronic stress. Let's call it the office trap. Just imagine that highly relatable scenario of the anxious modern worker, chained to the inbox, completely overwhelmed by endless deadlines, living in a constant state of fight or flight over some spreadsheets. That constant, unyielding pressure keeps you in a daily state of anxiety. And here's the wild biology behind it. Chronic stress absolutely floods your system with cortisol. Cortisol and testosterone operate on a seesaw. So when your stress hormones are constantly elevated up here, your testosterone is quietly being killed off down there.
Section 3. Dietary habits that destroy inputs and cravings.
Now, what happens when you're sleep-deprived and swimming in stress hormones? Your brain goes straight into survival mode, which triggers some seriously destructive dietary cravings. And that leads us to habit number 3, relying on processed saboteurs. We're talking burgers, greasy fries, highly processed pizza, and that constant mindless snacking in front of the TV. This junk fills your body with inflammatory fats while simultaneously starving it of crucial micronutrients, things like zinc and magnesium that your endocrine system desperately needs to function. It's like you're trying to build a massive hormone factory, but you're giving the workers absolutely 0 bricks. It just doesn't work.
Next up, habit number 4, which is the sugar avalanche. We're talking macro-level impacts from soft drinks, candy, chocolate, and hidden sugars just crashing directly into your bloodstream. When you consume sugar in these huge avalanche-style quantities, your insulin levels spike astronomically. And here's the kicker. Chronic high insulin directly lowers sex hormone-binding globulin, which effectively suffocates your free testosterone. It's basically a sweet, highly addictive poison for your energy levels.
Section 4. The sedentary lifestyle trap, 0 output.
Habit number 5 is sitting all day. Let's walk through this incredibly common time lapse of a completely sedentary day, all right? At 9 a.m., you're sitting at your desk. 1 p.m., you're still locked onto that computer. By 6 p.m., your big physical transition for the day is literally moving from the office chair to the living room couch. And at 9 p.m., you're just sitting there watching TV. Hours upon hours of absolutely 0 movement. What's staggering here is that your metabolism essentially shuts down after just 1 hour of continuous sitting. Your body is a machine built for motion. When you leave it parked in the garage all day, it dials down testosterone production because, well, it simply doesn't think you need it anymore. Which leads us directly to habit number 6, zero exercise. It is a tragically common choice, ignoring that perfectly good pair of athletic shoes sitting right by the door and actively choosing the comfort of the couch instead. Listen, failing to engage in resistance training or cardiovascular movement sends a loud, clear biological signal to your body. Physical growth and vitality, yeah, they are no longer required to survive.
Section 5. The physical consequences. The inevitable toll.
And this brings us to our 7th and final compounding habit, allowing waistline weight gain to go totally unchecked. It's a brutal biological cascade. You accumulate the bad habits, which inevitably leads to that concerned man measuring his expanding waistline in the mirror. Now, why is this so critical? Because visceral body fat actually contains an enzyme called aromatase. And get this, aromatase literally converts your remaining testosterone into estrogen. Let that sink in. The bigger the waistline gets, the faster your testosterone drops.
So the internal result is this steep, undeniable downward curve in your optimal hormone levels. But here's the thing you have to understand. Your biology isn't broken. It's actually functioning exactly as it should based on the terrible environmental signals you are sending it every single day. The consequences are real, and as you can see, they are very measurable.
Section 6. Reversing the decline. The active solution.
All right, so we know the 7 habits. Now you face a distinct choice. You can stay trapped in the dark, stressed out, glued to the blue light, surrounded by highly processed food and completely sedentary. Or you can choose the sunrise. You can choose to be the guy jogging in the park, actually breathing fresh air and actively demanding that his body produce the energy and hormones required to truly thrive.
I really want you to remember this quote: the power to choose sunlight and movement over the screen and the couch. You are absolutely not a victim to this hormonal decline. You can break this cycle of fatigue. By fixing your sleep, managing your stress, cleaning up your diet, and demanding physical output from your body, you rewrite your own biological code. You have the power to make the active choice today.
So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought to reflect on as we wrap up today's explainer. We talked about those athletic shoes sitting ignored by the door earlier. The science is crystal clear, the bad habits are fully exposed, and the path forward is right there in front of you. So what's it going to be? Will you lace up those athletic shoes tomorrow morning and finally take your energy back?